Today we're talking about B-flat blues and short chords, how to spell short chords in a B-flat blues and then color up those chords. This is a very common technique. You don't always need a big bulky chord in order to do the job. As a matter of fact, it's a better idea to use short chords because they're technically a little bit easier to play, and they're much more interesting and colorful. Okay, so here's a bigger form of a B-flat 7 chord. Right, we've got the B-flat on the bottom, and then the 7th, the flat 7, the 3, and the 5 on top. But how can we abbreviate this chord to just bring out only the notes that we need in the chord, right? So let's get rid of the root and let's get rid of the 5th. And all we're going to have left is this tritone. In other words, the flat 7 and the 3 of the chord on top. And that tells the story, right there. As a matter of fact, I'll give you an idea how much it tells the story. I'll just, this is especially valuable if you're playing with another player or if you're playing with a keyboard player, for instance, right, or another guitar player. You don't need, all those notes. And this is a really effective way of playing rhythm. Check it out. I'm just using the tritone on this B-flat 7 chord, and here's a click. Now you can see that I just moved the same tritone down, and now I'm moving it up. Okay, so I've got only chromatic movement with the tritone, and what happens here is I'm using the minor 7, right, and the 3, and then when I move down here, that inverts. I've got the 3 here and the flat 7 on top on the E flat 7 chord, right? Here's an E flat 7 chord, big one, but here's my tritone. I'm just using the tritone. And the same thing will hold true for the F7. Here's my tritone. Right. E flat. And okay, so just this little bit of a movement here, right, in order to change between those chords. We're moving chromatically. I'm going to do this thing one more time so you can hear it, and you'll hear that I can approach the tritone from a semitone above or a semitone below. Check it out. Let's color these up a little bit. Here is the tritone on the B flat, and I'm going to add this note right here, and that's the 13. How do we get to 13? If I play a Mixolydian mode, B flat Mixolydian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's the 13th degree of the scale of B flat Mixolydian. All right. So here's my tritone, here's the 13, right? Great color, great sound, works wonderfully. And again, let's just hear quickly against the track. So I'm playing a 13 with the tritone on the bottom. Okay, good. That clearly works. A very common chord sound in this style of the blues. And now we go down to the E flat tritone, and I'm going to put the 9th on top. Same deal. In this case, I count up to 9 with the E flat mixolydian mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my 9. Here's my tritone. 13 on the B flat. And then let's use the 9 on the F7, 9 on the E flat, and 13 on the B flat. And let's hear those colors against the track. So you get the idea. Great colors, simple to play, and almost invariably effective as well. Just using the plain B flat 7 can sound, it's okay, but those colors are really nice to add. And I think those are the colors that I'm going to stick to and the voicings I'm going to stick to in this video, because I'd like you to get to the point where you can think of those chord forms and play them. Remember the foundational forms as well: B flat 7, E flat 7, and F7, right? And all we're doing is adding, taking out the unnecessary notes of the root, believe it or not. We let the root be handled by the bass player, and it's strongly implied anyway. And then we take just the tritone and then add the 13 on top. Then we invert that tritone, move it down a semitone, and put the 9 on top. Right, this kind of thinking gets us away from chord pictures, and we don't want chord pictures. They're okay at first, but eventually you have to be able to spell the chords you're playing, because those when you learn to spell the chords you're playing, you can start to build lines, right? Right from the chords. I'll show you what I mean. I'm just going to think of those tritones and those colors and play them as single note lines, and they work. I think you'll find they work, right? It's very, very closely related. The chords become malleable. You can think of spelling in real time and use these chord voicings that you're developing, these short chord voicings, and make those chord voicings into single note lines. If this video was helpful to you, like, subscribe. It helps the algorithm immensely. Buy me a coffee. Buy one of my books, which you can get on Amazon. And please leave a question. I get back to all the questions with fairly lengthy answers. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you real soon.